Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 back again, and we're back on Vulcan, playing Stationeers, of course. And I gotta figure out what I want to do today. Oh, hey, I finally went through that heavy filter. Took a long time, but okay, so I just came out of the greenhouse apparently. Okay. Okay, so our soybeans are growing, our ferns are doing a thing. We just harvested all of those. How much water do I have right now? Probably a lot, right? Okay, maybe not as much as I thought. 7 liters in the tank, which is, you know, a fair amount. Let's see, I've got like 20 of those in there, right? Yeah. Take these potatoes and throw them down there. There's another 20 right there. And then I guess we can replant all the ferns? Question mark. Also, I think I left the composter running too. We'll see how that's doing, if it's doing. Okay, we have 1 stack. And it is still processing. Okay. It's not giving me any information here. If I can get it like just on it. Okay, so that's 10 items to grind, 90 items to process. Okay. So, we have fertilizer, so that's good. Our power is no longer an issue at all. Since we have our Stirling engines running, so that's good. Let's see, we'll throw these on here because why not? I can't add these once they're already planted. That kind of sucks. Alright. And then we're probably going to want more ferns here, so... And it's just for oxygen generation purposes. Okay, so there's that. And then we have a lot of ferns here. 48 right there. And potato seeds, fern seeds, potato seeds, potatoes, 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 potato seeds, potatoes, fertilizer. And back to the ferns. Okay. So, I mean, I think it's about time that we build our next greenhouse and expand it. Or should I work on making a bigger room there first? And by room, I mean landing pad. And then we would also want that to be pressurized eventually, or at least have the capability of being pressurized. I have a better idea, though. Let's build our greenhouse and then put the extra large landing pad on top of it. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Another thing that I could do is attempt to program all of my maker, creator, assembler things and try to get something functional out of that. I don't know how that's going to work, though, so eh. To be honest, I've never even really messed with that before, so I have no idea how to even do that. But, I mean, it's all kind of set up in here, right? So we've got kind of everything that we need. So I would just need an IC chip and something to mount it to, and then put it in here somewhere. Probably not against this wall right here because I've got the batteries and everything back there. So maybe against this wall. I don't know. Let's see, IC10. Make one of those, and then we'll also make a housing. Oh, and these are electroprint stacker. Yes, I have named them all. Okay, good. All right, and then make one of those. And there's a little IC10 chip. Good. I need power. There we go. All right, and then this line is not the same as this line over here. Anytime now. Oh, wait, whoa. I already had one. Okay, it was trying to print the second one. All right, sneaky. All right, I guess we can put this back here, I suppose. Should work, maybe. All right, and then I'm gonna need some wire. Okay. So now I have to figure out how to make this do a thing. This part's going to be probably me just messing around a lot, so... But if I can make this, it'll be great. Alright, so we'll take that thing, throw in nothing because there's nothing in there. Okay, so we have our electroprinter, which is just called electronics printer, I guess. Auto lathe, tool manufactory, hydraulic pipe bender. So I guess we can use those. So alias auto lathe for D0, alias electro printer as D1, alias pipe bender as D2, alias tool printer as D3. Okay. And then I'm also going to need a hash on here for the stackers. So let's look that up. Oh, are these different depending on which way they're going? 2020, 23820. They are different. Oh. Okay, but I think it's this one for all of these, so. And then define stacker as that. And then also we have to do like a hash or something, right? Hash, no. There was something about hash. Hash. Any text inside will be hashed to an integer before processing takes place. Use this to generate integer values for use wherever hashes are required. Okay, so I guess we'll just figure that out when we get there. I'm going to put that there for now because I need to get the names for all of these. So electroprint stacker. Electroprint stacker. Is that all one word? No, there's a space in there. Confirm. Auto lathe stacker. Hash, and that's got to be all uppercase, right? The idea here is I'm just gonna like borrow these. Auto lathe stacker. I might need shorter names, to be honest. Confirm. Tool stacker. Tool stacker. Because if you make your names too long, it's possible you could run out of horizontal space here on each line. So just something to keep in mind. And then Atmo stacker. Let's see, hash Atmo, whoops, Atmo stacker. Something like that. Yeah, okay. So we've got all of that. Now I need to figure out what states this thing is. Output setting export count, import count. So when we set this to something, what is that actually reading? Is that like the, oh, that's the setting, okay. So the setting is what we have set here. So I'm gonna write myself another note here. Stacker setting is for the count. And then let's see, we have an activate, which I'm not going to mess with because I want to start these things manually at least. Number of reagents, that's interesting. Import count, export count. Oh, you can set the recipe hash too. Interesting. Activate lock reagents on, required power, completion ratio. What's that about? Import count. So can we reset the import count? And how does that get figured? So if we turn this thing off, does that reset anything? No. If we turn it back on, does that reset anything? No. Okay, so if I tell it to make a cable, so export count is 2431 and 140. Let's see what changes. Okay, so import count does not change, export count does. Okay. And is the export count something that we can change? Electronics printer. What am I looking for? I don't care about everything that it can make. I want this stuff. Okay, so export count Cannot be changed. Oh, we do have a clear memory, though. So if we write a clear memory to this, does that tell this not to do something? How do we set that to a 1 or something? We're going to set to D1 clear memory. 1. I don't know. Let's just see what that does. Export. Right, I have to set all of that stuff. That's fine. Auto lathe, electronics printer, pipe bender, tool printer. There we go. Okay. So now that I have written to the clear memory, okay, so that clears both the export and the import count. Okay. Easy enough. Okay, so now I need to check the setting on the stacker for whatever thing. Okay, so that is how we clear it, and then I guess we just set that back to a 0 once we're done. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna make that a note for now. We'll do a start, I guess. Throw in a yield just because. Did I spell that wrong? Yeah. And then jump back to start. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to get the setting from the stackers. So that's gonna be alias, what are we gonna call this? Auto lathe stack. No, that's too much. I could just use the R1s instead of the actual names here, and just use these as kind of like a reference. Okay, so auto lathe stacker, electronics printer stacker, and then alias hydraulic, or just whatever, Atmo printer R3, alias tool printer as R4. So then I can call it an auto lathe stacker, right? But oh yeah, and then this needs stacker on the end. Stacker. Okay. And then let's see, let's just get values. And then we'll have start right here. Okay, so then load into R1, which is going to be our auto lathe stacker, right? From our auto lathe, which is going to be D0, but we'll put it here just so I can see it better. Setting. Load into R2. load into R3. This is going to be the pipe. Oops, no. Wait, no, that's correct. Okay, so electrode. No, I just did that one. R3 is atmospheric printer. Okay, so then pipe vendor setting, and then load into R4. These should be R0 through whatever, but it's fine. I don't care. And then that's going to be the tool printer setting. Okay. And then I need to detect like a activate. And then it also has to be cycled for like each thing too. So let's see. I know that Cows Are Evil did like a whole thing where he showed kind of how all that worked, but I'm trying to do this one on my own. Okay, so that's doing a thing. Okay, so I don't need that node anymore. Okay, well, hang on. Right, and I don't have the game pause as I'm doing this either, so that's always fun. You can go there, you can go there. Alright, and then you can go there and there. We have 18 liters in there right now, so that's pretty good. Eat some food, drink some water. Call it good. And then I suppose so long as I'm just sitting here not doing anything, we could have this thing filling up. So let's do that. We can put in a lot of fuel here, so. Drop it down to like 500 kilopascals or something. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we've got 6 megapascals in there. We're going to need twice that in here, so that has to be at least 12. Which we're kind of at. Maybe dump in a little bit more. That'll be good. Okay, and then we just got to wait for that to cool and equalize, and then we can mix it. Alright, so back to this. Pause the game. Okay, so how to do this? So I have to detect the activate, or do I? But I'm gonna have to check to see if what I'm getting off of the stacker numbers, settings, whatever, equals the export count. And then is there like so if it's building something, does it remain activated? So let's see. So activate is 0 currently, right? Okay, so activate is still 1. Okay, so then it's just printing. Activate is still 1. Okay, so activate means that it's actually doing something. Then we turn activate off. Okay, I gotcha. All right. So now we need to detect if something is activated. So from here, Okay, so well, I suppose we need to do this too, or do we need to not get this? Should I just turn this back into start? Let's just do it that way. And then this we'll just throw into here, and we'll just get the values every time, which should be fine. Okay, and now we need to detect if something has been activated. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna need alias auto lathe on as R5, I guess. Alias electro printer on as R6. Alias Atmo printer on as R7. Alias tool printer on as R8. Okay, so now we need to detect if that is the case. So, detect activate. So then we're going to load from R1, or sorry, this is going to be R5 from auto lathe. This is activate. It's just on auto lathe on. Also, pause the game while I'm here. Well, I mean, if I leave the game unpaused, then that gives the fuel a chance to kind of mix and do its thing. So I guess we'll just do that. Load electro printer on from the electro printer. Activate. Load into, let's see, Atmo printer on from pipe bender. Should I just call this like Atmo printer? Atmo printer. Okay, and then that is going to be from Atmo printer activate, and then load into tool printer on from tool printer activate. Okay. Okay, so then I need to go and jump each time, so that's going to be a branch equal to 1. Wait, hold on, that's going to be branch to line C if A equals B. So then this is going to be auto lathe on equals 1. We want to go to auto lathe. And then we'll set that back here. So this will be auto lathe. And then we're going to need, let's see, electro printer, Atmo printer, tool printer. Okay, need power. Yeah, I really don't have to worry about power at all, which is nice. And to be honest, I could detect the average state of charge, and if average state of charge is above 95%, then I could turn off all of that stuff down there. I could run that off of the generation line. That might work. That's something to do later. Okay. Okay, so, and then that is going to go and jump back to next one, next two, because I want this to cycle through everything, right? Next 3 and next 4. Or I could just skip the jumping entirely and just do whatever I need to do. Yeah, let's do it that way, because that'll save space. If I don't need to do something, I don't want to do something. And that just uses up way too much space. Okay. So. Okay, we're also going to need to get the export count for all of this stuff. So, actually, hang on. Let me. I'm using up way too many of these things. So let's just make one of these be for the stacker, and we'll just run through each process individually, and then just kind of like reuse. We'll call this printer on, because I'm using up way too much space. There's better ways to do this. Right, and then this can all go. And then all we do is we just go through one full thing each time. And then we'll just skip to the next, you know, whatever printer type. That needs to go as well. Okay, so then let's see, R1 is right. So all of this goes. Okay, so stacker setting on, and then alias printer export. That's going to be R. Well, hang on. 0, 1, and 2. Okay. And then it'll just kind of like run through each one, and it shouldn't take very long. So that should be fine. Okay. Okay, so then we'll start with our auto lathe. So first thing we're going to do is get the stacker setting. So load into stacker, whoopsies, stacker setting from, oh, wait, hang on. This is where we do load named, right? Name. Load batch, there you go. So we can load from a slot, set to something. Okay, so we're gonna need LBN. So load batch name. Okay, so then that's gonna be, we're gonna load into R0. I'm trying to save space here. Our device hash is gonna be stacker. Our name hash is going to be, well, I mean, this is where we have this whole thing, right? And then, let's see. but I feel like I'm missing something. Name hash, logic type, and then batch mode. I feel like this is wrong. Hash. No, that's correct. Wait, hold on. Okay, so load into R0. Okay. So we have our register. We have our device hash. We have our name hash. Then we need our logic type, which is going to be setting. Oops. And then batch mode is going to be 0. And that's just going to load the average, I think. Oh, and then that all has to be one word, or does it not? Because I think it's reading this space as kind of like a, you know, this is a separate thing from this. But I thought this whole thing was supposed to, like, put it all together. That's probably going to give me issues, so test it real quick. No issues? I don't believe you. Okay, so then let's set db setting equal to R0, I guess. Confirm, and we'll see if that actually is working or not. So that'll set it to the actual circuit housing itself. Oh, I guess it is working. Okay, cool. So that works. Okay, I'm gonna go and check some stuff real quick while I'm waiting. Oh, I need there we go. 112, 111, close enough. And there's a storm that we don't care about because we have all of the power in the world. I mean, not literally all the power in the world, but we have a fair amount. All right, so that I can now get going into here, I suppose. Make sure that is turned off. Good to go. All right. Let's start getting some lovely water. All right. Okay, so so we're gonna get the setting from the stacker. We're going to see if it's activated first. That would probably be a good idea. Let's go activate first instead of on, because on is something specific, but we're looking for something different. Okay, so then that is going to be load into R1 from our auto lathe, and that is going to be activate. And then we also want to load into here the import count. Okay, so we need to see if it's activated first before we do anything. Wait, wasn't there like a, it's not like a branch. I thought it was called like a, it's like a conditional movement where like you move a certain number of lines down. Was that, it's not this. That's how you just set a register to a value, so that's not it. It's like, it's not step. No, that's not it either. These are all the branches if the device D isn't set. Interesting. If a line is set. Wow, what is this? BDNSAL. Jump execution to line A and store the next line number if device is not set. Like, what? I don't even know how to use that. We can use this branch if equal to. So if we call this just auto lathe, it's not really a loop, but I don't want to call it auto lathe because it confuses it with this auto lathe. I mean, I don't think the programming actually cares. Okay, so branch if equal to, so if A is equal to B, so if R1 equals 0, then go to the next thing in the loop, which is going to be the electroprinter. And then we can just go and make the electroprinter loop. And then make the Atmo printer loop and the tool printer loop. And then, let's see, load into R1 again. This is from the electroprinter. Electroprinter. Activate. And then we're going to need this thing in here. Copy. So that way it doesn't do the next execution, it just kind of skips it. And this is going to be the Atmo printer loop. Oh, that's not right. X out of there. Throw it into here instead. Okay, so that can go to there. I'll fix that later. Copy. And then this will jump back to start. This will jump over to tool printer loop. And then this is Atmo printer. This is going to be tool printer. There we go. And then at the end of it all, just go back to start anyways. So that should be fine. Okay. Let's see how we're doing over here. Oh, it's a little full. Yeah, it should be good though. And then this is got that in there. Yep, that's fine. 9 megapascals of stuff in there. Now we just get to wait for that to process all of that, which will be fun. Right, didn't I stop you already? Yeah, stop. There we go. Now we can see that drop. Good. Alright, so that'll do a thing. Okay, so let's see. Next thing. Okay, so if it is not activated, just go to the next one and see if it's activated, and then just continue going through till we get to the end. What is that? That does not need to be there. Okay, and then this needs to be over here. Nope, not there. Stacker hash, that is electroprint. Let's make sure that is what capital P. See, this is why we check these things. Okay. And then let's double check this one real quick. So that'll be set db setting with R0. Confirm, export, throw that in there, turn it on, issues, no issues. Okay, and then if I set this down to 490, it's not going down to 490. Oh, because it's not activated. There you go. Okay, so it is working. Good. Okay. And then this gets to go here and here. And then that is going to be tool stacker and ammo stacker. Okay, so that is now doing a thing there. Good. All right, so we're detecting and activate. We are jumping to the next one if no activate is detected. We are loading the stacker setting. Okay, now we need to load the export count. Okay, so then that will be load into R2. From autolays. And that's going to be export count. Okay. And then we need to do a check to see if this is equal. So that's going to be another one of these. Let's see, we'll call this print complete. Throw that into R3 here. Okay, so then this is going to be, let's see, that's going to be set. No. Load. No. What am I thinking of? There's a thing that I'm thinking of. And I can't think of the thing that I'm thinking of because my brain is not braining right now. No, that would be a set greater than. Yeah, okay. So it was a set. Okay, so then set equal. This is going to be print complete. And then that is going to be stacker settings. That's going to be R0 and R2. Let's actually name these though. Stacker settings so I don't get confused. No, sorry. Stacker setting and export count. So printer export. Okay. So print complete will be a 1 if this is done. And so then we need to, well, we need to invert it. Because I want to turn this thing off if we're complete. So that's, 0 to a 1, but I want it to keep going. Or do I just do a... could I just go with another branch here? My power keeps running low. All right, so we're almost done processing all of that. This is up to 8.73 megapascals. We have no liquid in there yet. Our batteries are still 100% charged, which is nice. But I think what I can do here is just kind of turn this off if I don't need the power. Hopefully nothing blows up in there. It shouldn't. But I'm putting in like a lot of stuff into here, and I'm taking a lot of stuff out of here to do it. So we don't have that much in here to use. So I want to try not to, you know, use too much of it. And then if that, you know, runs low or whatever, then we'll just turn the room back on and then, you know, power. Okay, so that should be good again. Okay, so then okay, so then that will set that to that. If it is not set to a 1, we can branch. So branch equal to print complete 0. We want to go to the electroprinter loop. And then if we make it past this, then we want to turn the activate off. So set auto lathe activate to A0. Okay, so let's try this out first with what we've got here. Turn that on, I guess. No errors, that's good. Okay. And then what do we need? How about some steel sheets? Then I'll turn this all the way down to, I don't know, like 10. See if it does a thing or not. Okay, steel sheets. Okay, so that should pick up a... Oh wait, no, I don't have it set to pick it up, that's fine. Let's see if it works. Should stop after this one. Nope. Okay, so it's not turning this off. Oh, right, because I have to reset the memory on that. Because otherwise, of course, it's not going to equal. So it's got to be reset every time. Okay, so then if we do that first, okay, so then let's do a clear memory. So set auto lathe clear memory to A1. And then we'll, is that just like you send it there once and then it does a thing, or? All right, well, let's just do that. Let me borrow this real quick, export. There you go. No, let's go down to like 5, so I'm not making like a ridiculous number of stuff. Okay. And this should turn off. It did not. Okay, so our export count is 1. Oh, is it resetting it each time? Oh. Okay, that's probably what the issue is then. Okay. Yeah, so this has to go... And then once we do that, then we want to clear the memory of this. But we want to clear it to begin with. Just that way we're starting from 0 instead of, you know, whatever. But let's just... we'll give it a try. Okay. Oh, hey, it actually did it. Nice. Okay, so let's do this again. Hey, it works. And we got exactly 5 out of it. Perfect. Okay, so that's fun. And then we probably want to clear all of the memory for all of these things at the start before we actually go into our main loop. So if I do that, we'll just set this to like D0 and just kind of walk it through. Copy, paste, paste, paste. 1, 2, 3. And that ensures everything starts from scratch as soon as this thing is plugged in, which is kind of what we want. Okay, so then after that, we have to do all of this other stuff. So this is going to be electro printer. Copy. Copy, and then copy. Okay, confirm. All right, let's go and see how we're doing here. Okay, so that is all out. This is now, we have 15 liters of water in there, dude. That is a lot of water. Okay, temperature in here is still good. Eat some food, drink some water, take a shower. .8 liters to clean. Listen for the chug to go away. And no more chug, which means that it is now done. You can turn that off. Alright, good. So, that should be good there. I am clean, I am fed, I am watered. I have... we could probably replace the oxygen, I suppose. Actually, I could have emptied my waste tank too, but it's fine. Okay. So now this should be cooling everything down. Oh, it's already as cool as it's going to get. 99.9. All right. So then we'll dump the rest of that into there. Just leave that running for a little while. Okay, so let's keep on working on this. Okay. Okay, so that should be everything for the ammo or electro printer loop. Okay, so then we just need to keep putting in all of this stuff. And then this one, copy. And this one, copy. Copy. And copy. And then this goes to the tool printer loop. And then this has to be for the Atmo printer, Atmo. Atmo printer. This is for the electro printer. Okay, none of this needs to change. That is set properly. This is set properly. That is set properly. Okay. Now, this should be able to handle all 4 of these things running at the same time, doing stuff. So, it should be good. Let's see. That can go there. Atmo printer, this is going to be tool printer. This one doesn't need anything to change. Copy. This one is just going to go back to start. This is going to be the tool printer. And this one is also going to be the tool printer. There we go. And then we'll jump back to start. So that is good, I think. Sorry, I've got like a little weird thing on my finger right now. You ever get like on the sides of your fingernails, like the little bits of, I don't know, like skin or something that like, I don't know, becomes like a little spike or something and kind of like sticks up there? I don't know. Anyways, let's, nope. Cancel. Export. Okay, turn that off. And then back on. Okay, so that should have reset all of these. Import export count to 0. Good. Good. All right. So that should be our builders automated now. So that's cool. Let's see. How are we doing here? I need you to go to here. Okay, everything is out. Good. And then I just need to wait for that to cool. It's at 85 degrees right now. It will get there. That's like 15 liters that I just put in there, dude. Geez, almost 18 liters. That's a lot of water. That is a lot of water. All right. Okay, and we have soybean seeds, good. We also have tomatoes, good. Right, and then this can just be emptied. Hard soup jetpack. Okay. So that is that, good. Okay, so from here, let's harvest some of these little soybean seeds. That makes me happy. Good. And then we'll get the soybeans out of here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. And then we'll just replant these from the seeds. Use the rest of this to make oil. These are also seeded, so I can harvest all of those anytime I want. But we'll make this into oil first. There we go. Have some more oil. All right, sweet. All I need now is just some tomatoes in there. And I can make some more soup. Great. All right, so we're over an hour in the video, so that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But for now, have a good one.